Okay, sure, everyone. Welcome to the Steuben County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. If we could, just take a moment of reflection as informed that our former Sheriff Lewis passed away recently, so we can just have a moment for him. Thank you very much. Our condolences to him and his family. So, first item this morning is I get to turn everything over to Don for election of officers. Whoops, I forgot, didn't you?
We have a president and a vice president, correct?
Yes.
We have nominations for president.
Nominate Paul Howard for president. Second.
Any other nominations for president?
Make your first nomination.
Nominations are moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing?
Aye. Aye.
All in favor of Will Howard for president?
Aye.
Will Howard is the president. Vice president.
Okay, hold on. Did you vote for yourself?
Yeah.
That's 3-0.
Reluctantly.
Okay, 3-0.
Nominate Andy Laughlin as vice president.
Any other nominations for vice president?
To close the nominations.
Is there a second? All those in favor of closing?
Aye.
All those in favor of Andy Laughlin for vice president?
Aye.
We have our officers and, of course, the auditor serves as commissioner secretary.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. President.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
No, really, thank you.
Okay, opening of the 2026 annual highway bid. Coming in for those or?
I'm gonna open.
While he's slicing them open, can we just make a mention of the Roberts Rule and just a brief mention of that, please? I need some minutes.
I was gonna say, we use Robert's Rule of Orders for small groups. I guess that's the proper description of that, isn't it, Don?
Yes, yes, it is.
Way they operate.
I'm gonna open all of it and ask you to a bit of chip and review. You want me to read them? I will, but they're
Specific bits, it's usually like the stars.
All of it.
Were they sorted on by what was brought in? Probably not. Wait.
You gave 15 minutes.
I'll say if you want to start reading them now, I can continue to open for you.
okay. I'll,
Mention who they are, and that's so we get
trucking for limestone gravel and delivered to highway barn. There's probably 12 different. Steuben Trucking Company. Liquid asphalt. Little culverts, Inc. Culverts. Bid for aggregate. Michael McHenry. Fremont sand and gravel for limestone, gravel, topsoil. And the timber bridge for treated timber bridge components and salt sand storage materials. Um, Stone Co. for road gravel, sand, ice control gravel, different types of gravel. Payment Solutions, Inc. for crack seal liquid, this is asphalt related products, blenders, action. This is by 2 minutes, API Construction. A-Tech Specialty Coatings. Asphalt or emulsified asphalt. Keystone Cooperative is the company that's for fuel, regular and diesel. This is from National Oil and Gas for fuel, regular and diesel. Bobcat at Fort Wayne. For various products at Bobcat. They got it down to the buckets and cedars and soil conditioners and everything that they produce. So CM Fritz Enterprise for aggregate. Some fuel companies, the fuel, the same Just, uh, Brown Fuel Company for like oil, grease and so forth. For there is no bid, it's just it's the aggregate limestone they did there. So, yes. Warner Oil Company,
Didn't do the first.
Sturgis and Coleman for fuel. Regis Culver Inc. For different culvert products. Various sizes. H Bridge and Grading Inc. for
See, right now, she probably got cut.
yes, it looks like pre-engineered, prefabricated bridge. Band's best one for tires. Another by 2 minutes asphalt. William Stevens. Brooks Construction. Another one from Brooks. Limestone gravel. Clifford Aggregate Inc. For limestone. Butler Mill Servicing for limestone gravel. Over and Sons. Over and Sons. By 2 minutes asphalt. Flake gravel for limestone and gravel. Old Prairie Products for limestone and gravel. E&D Paving Inc. Yeah, for bituminous asphalt products. Asphalt Materials Inc. For bituminous asphalt products. Yes, it stands for a reason. Steuben County.
Urban inspection for bridges.
Steel pipe. Corrugated steel pipe. Culverts. Aluminum box culverts. structural plate, multi-plate, PVC pipe, erosion control blanket. You familiar?
Sure. That's it.
That's it.
Is that all? Big bucks.
Chip?
You want to take that?
No, I don't. That's not. I can move to accept and I'll bring it back to the next commissioners meeting for approval.
Our motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by aye.
Aye. Thank you.
You. Good job.
Hey, Joe, you might want to take those on because there's date stamps and time stamps on those.
Okay.
Just in case anybody questions what something come in.
Thank you.
Morning, Pam. How are you today?
To purchase a desk. I think you got 3 quotes in front of you. We would like to get the one from Workspace Solutions. We'll put it together ourselves. That way I don't mean me, but that will take $480 off of that. Yes.
Motion, questions? No. Motion. Move to approve. So,
I assume you got to get with Austin and help for your assembly?
Actually, I have 2 of my staff that are going to put it together.
Okay, all right,
We'll keep them on standby though.
there you go.
any further discussion? None, all in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Which is the spot, you know, if Boy's coming in.
Yes.
Since he's not here in the essence of time, we can move down to the business item number 1. Approval of payroll for December 26, 2025, in the amount of $625,519.97. Motion to clear our employees.
Second.
Discussion. None, all in favor, signify with aye.
Aye.
Order the only bond we have.
Yep.
Okay. We have a bond for under Mr. Snyder. Further discussion? All in favor, signify with aye.
Aye.
Andy,
Don't sit down.
Morning. You guys ready for me already?
We are.
All right. So good morning. I submitted a request for approval of invoice for Faster Law. The Faster Law program is one that works in conjunction with our firm management software. It is it archives emails. It serves as the server for our, where all of our documents get saved to. And it archives we save all our notes and things like that. Works really well with the programs that we have in place already. I had it in my private practice. It's the go-to for me to be able to produce to a document for someone right away when they say, you didn't do this. And I said, yes, we did. That's the reason why we need it. It was in our budget, $2,876.40 requesting. I have discussed it with IT.
Motion to approve. Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Story.
Thank you.
Back to court.
I hope they didn't like that.
So we have minutes to sign.
That's fine. We'd like to make a note. There was a question on. On those meeting minutes, it was brought up about the flex time. And there were decisions that were made on dropping that down to 20 hours versus the 40 hours. Well, at the same time, you guys were discussing comp, and it wasn't clarified that we were just going to make that determination to drop those hours down on just flex time, not comp time. So I'd like to clarify that in this meeting, and then we want to modify those minutes and represent them for approval. Unless you want to talk about comp hours.
No, I think the only thing we were discussing was that flex time.
Flex was the only topic that we were discussing, yes, but comp did get rolled in. There was brief discussion on it. And it's not clear. Abby went back and listened. I went back and listened. Unfortunately, it wasn't clear. So
Just one motion to clarify that we were discussing flex time.
please, that flex time is the only thing that we were dropping down to 20 hours.
Okay.
And not comp time. Comp time can stay at 40.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
I don't know that the minutes need to be changed.
They say in the minutes, it was put in there that comp was changing to 20. That's why we wanted to modify those. I think it was in there. Yeah. That's the only thing.
Okay.
The board and committee reappointments, we'll get those towards the end. We usually spend a little bit of time on it. Just let the record show that we've signed the McHenry Acres plat. The forest plat preserve is not presented. Minutes from December 22nd. Discussion. None, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
7 is approval of the vote centers for primary election. It's general election also. See no issues with those? Those are all the same
Same,
sites.
they the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wish there was maybe more out west a little bit somewhere, seems like. Kinda.
Portland,
Huh? Portland, yeah. Yeah.
it's about as west as you get,
Southwest.
southwest, yeah.
Most of the southwest is
Yeah, it's pretty, rural.
Pleasant Lake locations.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Claims? Any questions? You like to tap in?
I will definitely motion, I'll have enough. We'll,
647, 947, 12.
10:47. Make the motion to approve the claims. $647,947.12. And items A, B, C, and D.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
D, what? You explain D.
The $6,067.16. That is the treasurer's surplus and advanced refunds. So anybody who had a surplus on their taxes,
That means they overpaid.
they overpaid and we're cutting checks back to them. The advanced refunds, those taxpayers had requested that they advance it back to or forward to their next tax statement, which would be 26. And so we cut a check to the treasurer and she applies that.
I just needed to understand that.
A little better. In favor signify with aye.
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 I don't know.
These are all
They're already purple.
follow-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel like the dollar here. This is already. $528 support for security camera software for primary systems.
Move to approve. I'll second.
Discussion. Not all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
$65,946.62 or a bunch of computers and software associated with them.
To approve.
Yes.
And a bunch of software.
Locking in on better pricing.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye. Aye. Next item for IT is the Lenovo P3, $11,178.60. Motion approved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye. Aye. That's our last one. Come on. Okay. Keep the track for me. Colleen.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Are you
I'm ready.
representing?
Oh, I have not.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Skip over her for now, if that's okay with you, gentlemen. Ms. Anderson, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. Every 2 years, I come before you to get my key to vote. So I've got in front of you 3 names. All 3 have been on my board first few years. My second one, Natasha, I forgot to put, she's been a 10-year in property tax assessment. Forgot to put the 10 in there. But I'm trying to balance between Republicans and Democrats. I've also got listed who I'm going to have for my council. That way you've got the full picture of the 5.
Questions?
Everyone is willing to serve again for another
Yes. Yes. And you will note that the council, I do have a new member that I'm going to be asking for here the next week. Candidate number 5 is a new one.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye. Aye.
Thank you, fellas.
On up, Boston.
Morning. Thank you for moving these to Tuesdays.
I mentioned that briefly this morning, that it worked out really well for me too, so.
I have one thing today, that's from the sheriff's office. They had their boilers inspected per the insurance and state requirements. There wasn't deficiency found. We need to get corrected. We need to put some e-stocks on these boilers. They provided 3 quotes. They've got from Ross, Waters, and IC&E Industrial Contract. Ross was 1,100. Waters was 1,920. And IC&E was 3,189. I got with Jen as well as the sheriff and the captain, asked them if they had any problems to Ross Electric doing the work, and they said no, so they'd like Ross Electric to come and take care of that.
Question?
Yeah, I do have a question, because on
One of these, they were only quoting one e-stop. And some of them are quoting two. I didn't know the reasoning behind one or two there. The Waters is actually only.
Yeah. Let's see that. I can reach, well, Jen provided these, I can have them reach out.
Looks like the other two quotes are two e-stops, so
Yeah.
Ross being.
Well, if that was the case, if that was one, that quote's still higher than.
Yes.
$15.
They were all providing the same information, yeah.
That's my understanding.
That's right, you didn't get those. The sheriff's department got those quotes?
Yes. Yeah.
I think since it's not the lower bid, make a motion to approve the rolls.
I'll second
Any further discussion? No, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Austin. Just keep going.
Okay.
Go, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so forgive me, I will email this list of dates to Abby, but I just have them written down right now. So what I wanted to come back in front of you guys for was to kind of just lay out all of the dates and events that I'm planning that we would utilize the courthouse green space for. A majority of them are the food truck Friday dates, which the lunch hours would just be me setting up a tent, people gathering. The final Friday ones would be where the live music is set up. And we were planning on expanding those this year and including May and October. So instead of 4 months, we'll offer them 6 months throughout the year. And then the other dates that we were wanting to utilize the space for would be our Arts Fest, which we are in the process of rebranding to be like a generic summer fest for the community. Well, we haven't really told the public that yet, but yeah, so utilizing that space is key for that event. And then this year, Halloween actually falls on a Saturday where we do our downtown spectacular. So we're hoping to incorporate that space as another gathering space for people to utilize during that event. And then I will possibly bring this back up, but the other dates are our holiday events where we would also like to just utilize that as a gathering space, whether it's just some decorations in the courthouse lawn space that people can stroll through and enjoy while other stuff is already happening in the community. So other than that, it's not going to be really too different than last year, just hopefully to build and make better what I've already did last year.
Austin, have you seen the dates yet, or?
I have not.
We have not had any issues with.
Make sure the dates are coordinated with Abby, because I just, you got that calendar, right? You know. A motion?
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
Any further discussion? None, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to go ahead, Kelly, with your number 9 item?
I am, you guys don't have anything on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm adding it, and then just, I'm requesting permission from the commissioners to move forward and start on job description amendments. We are having changeover in the office. I've hired a couple new people recently. And with giving up one of the positions at budget time to the council, we completely gave that away. New duties are being assigned, so I would just like permission to move forward to rewrite those job descriptions and then moving forward to Wagner initially.
So changes since we did our, what was it, 2 years ago?
We did it in 2024.
Or it was 2 years ago.
Changing description and duties,
Yes.
and make sure we have the right pay scale. Yes.
Second.
Further discussion? No, all in favor, signify with aye.
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 Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you. Too much.
Yeah, where your tab is.
Yeah, I know.
Receiving notes.
One additional, we received our next invoice from NIPSCO for the ESA. Pay that.
This is the second payment?
The third or?
Third,
Well,
fourth?
it's the third funding thing.
I don't think it's the fourth.
This is the
It's
last
the
one?
third.
Third, so it'd be one.
No, yeah.
Move to approve?
Second. Was that a second?
Yeah. Unwilling second.
Discussion?
Have they provided us with their updates on where they at for this?
Yes.
And they are on track to continue.
They are nearly complete. They're actually funding is running behind their schedule.
That's okay.
Any further? Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye.
The meeting deadline for your
For executive session, motion to approve our executive session date for study.
Motion approved.
Sorry. Any further? Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye.
Aye.
Don't expect me to run this far ahead.
I didn't need to move back my next appointment so far. That's okay. I said I didn't need to move back my next appointment as far as I said, but I'll take it.
Committee appointments.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, isn't it?
Take hold.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So do we have a copy of those? Huh? Just a script one. I know we have an electronic copy.
Yeah.
No.
Colleen's coming if she's not here already. You want to?
Yeah, let's get schedule. Okay, let's just go with this. Is there anything anyone would like to have an interest in changing, or something to give up, or something you would like to make new for yourself? I'm fine with what I have, but if somebody sees something in my list that they really have an interest in,
Really not that many things that that we don't share.
yeah, a lot of them overlap.
Yeah. Okay, but if somebody wants one of those, I don't, they want straight, it makes me no difference.
Anything to say? Yep. One last?
Move to approve.
Favor?
Aye.
That was easy.
Oh, did you get all that straight?
I think so. Maybe change the date at the bottom.
Hopefully the top also.
Yes.
Anyone need a short break? It's 10 o'clock.
When we're sitting here, you get a chance to ask any more questions.
That's fine. Sure.
Daryl? Would you like to, while we're waiting on our next one, chance to ask any more questions about that?
Well, I just don't know where to go from here. I don't wanna, go out of bounds here. I don't know how to get on the docket or how to set up a meeting to get on the docket. I don't know if there's any interest, if you tell me now that there's no interest in the county on selling those parcels of ground, then I don't wanna waste my time.
Yeah.
I've never been to one of these meetings, so I don't wanna go out
No, you're fine.
of the realm of what's supposed to take place here.
We're pretty,
Flexible.
yeah.
While we're formal, we're still.
Well, let's go back to the 6,000 surplus you have in the treasury then. We'll go back to my.
That surplus means that you overpaid.
I
You
did.
overpaid.
I feel like I did.
You feel that.
Anyway, I'm not
Did
sure.
you overpay your bill?
No, I didn't give them any extra, but.
Those parcels of ground, I guess the only thing we really need to confirm is whether or not they are part of a drainage.
They are, okay. I had
Whether
them,
they have to be left as such.
there's a creek that runs from one swamp to another. The creek runs through the 1.6 acres.
Could we address this at our drainage board?
Yeah, more, I guess it's probably more for county board.
And then the 6 acres, the creek runs through that and then goes into the 20 some acres the county owns, which is all swamp. So it goes from one swamp to another swamp, but there is, in between, it's a creek or a ditch. And he understands that he can't alter that or block it, but there's also plenty of ground in between them two swamps that could be utilized for the purpose that he wants to use it for.
Yeah, we got drainage on our right through the middle of those properties.
Right.
Yeah.
But on each side, it goes up at least like, I don't know, I walked it, I didn't take an elevation, but I'm gonna guess 15 feet of elevation change from the creek, down to the creek. So my thought process was if he doesn't alter the flow of the drainage, then he could utilize that property he wants to use it for parking and more or less a bullpen to get some of the equipment away from his building and back farther away. He doesn't want to build anything on it, or
I think it's probably gonna be more for the drainage. I think it's doable, it's just have to have everything I think engineered to assure that, able to keep the flow, everything's correct and everything's.
Right.
So I don't know if that's
he understands that.
return on investment's gonna be worth it for him to do that, because you literally would be going right over our tiles. Yeah.
I'm not sure the tiles there, but
Well, I mean, it's what's showing up on GIS, I can't.
it was an open ditch. This year, like way down here.
Okay.
Have that discussion with.
Yeah.
The surveyor's office to see if that will need it all, and if they don't think it will, then we can have this. Possibly have the engineering done. And on that process, if we were to do something like that, is that something that would have to go out for
You
public
have to have it
bid?
appraised by two appraisers. And then you have to, in the middle of what the purchase price is, and then you have to agree on terms. You're gonna have to have a survey if you're cutting out a piece.
Does that have to go out then to a public bid for that property if it's being sold?
But it's a public bid. You don't live there.
Yeah.
Nobody has a.
No, it's pretty much landlocked. There is access from the 28 acres, but it's only a very short distance. Where the creek runs through is what it looks like on the
That
map.
would have to be approved by council also, is that correct?
Anything,
The
yes.
purchase has to be approved. I'm not sure the state will ask for it, but.
Yes, I don't double check the requirements on that.
Yeah.
Like FedEx's retention pond is on, we own their retention. pond.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see that.
They have two retention ponds.
Yeah.
One's owned by the county. Well, they're both owned by the county, but one's at one end of the property which has water in it. The other one has no water in it, so I'm not sure. And he understands that he can't alter any of that if he was able to purchase it.
Yeah. An engineer would tell you what you can and can't do with that, if you can move it or whatever. So,
He doesn't want to move it. He just wants to be able to park some of the trailers and stuff there.
Right.
If you look at the pictures I gave you, you can see all the semi-trailers that are parked on his property. He'd like to move some of the stuff from the building back farther in order to utilize the front of the property better. Because he's still using that like a bullpen now. If he could move some of that back, you would get the congestion away from the building is what he's interested in. And he would be here himself, but he's got a couple other businesses that keeps him tied up.
All right.
And you have time.
And I had time, and I've never been involved with anything like this, so I thought maybe I could learn something.
So how many years did you work for the county highway?
Just 17.
Just 17. Wow.
He usually operated the Great Hall.
Yeah.
You have your contact information. We're going to need a little bit of background research here.
I can write it on that piece of paper or whatever.
Yep.
Or I got another one here, I'll write it all down. Maybe.
I'll do some research.
I can take pictures or whatever, I mean, anything you need.
It's just going to be determining whether or not it's part of that drainage.
Right.
And it's
If you can
required.
sell it.
If you can. It sounds like if you can, we'll consider it, right?
Yeah.
I'll write down my, or you want me to write on the back of this?
How's that for you?
Write it on the bottom of this. Right here. Because I'm.
You haven't moved yet, have you, Daryl?
Pardon me?
You haven't moved yet, have you?
No,
Okay,
it's still there.
I know where to find you.
Not gonna move.
Okay,
They put me under.
yeah.
It appears our Board of Aviation's here.
We were early.
Well, we're running ahead, so.
Can we get up there?
If you'd like, or if it's easier for you to sit there, that's.
I'd rather just sit.
Okay.
That was something I was gonna ask. I see nobody else wanted to sit in the front row. Is that because they didn't like me or they're afraid of you?
Afraid of us. Kind of like church. Yeah. Everybody sitting in the back room.
Devin, go right ahead.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody in this room that had something to do with the fuel form out there for aviation, the Jet A fuel that we sell. So with that, Aaron can present our check that he made over our cost for $42,500. And hopefully we deliver year after year like that too.
Yeah, that seems a little more robust than it has been in the past.
Well, it took us a little while to get that one savings account, the fuel savings account up par. Because when we go out and buy Jet A, and the semi trucks come in and 100 low lead aviation fuel, you're talking $60,000.
You have to be able to write a check for it.
What's
I think
that?
you said you have to be able to write a check.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So we have enough money, depending on the market fluctuation and everything else. With that, we will be getting the new or what we call it the SRE, snow removal equipment from the FAA grant, which is in dire need, do you agree? Replacing the 1980 snowplow truck that we've had out there and repairing it year after year after year.
That was an old highway truck, wasn't it?
What was that? I read it.
It's an 89 International 2500. I believe,
Truck.
yeah, it's a 10-speed, but getting kind of your newer employee trained on it is a little difficult, especially if they've never driven a manual. And it's a big vehicle, so.
Why you got word out?
I hired a former Navy helicopter pilot, and he has difficulty shipping the thing. And that's not really good to be jostling back and forth in like the large pavement areas. It's only really meant for like the runway portion. And so the only other piece of equipment we have is an F-350 with the straight plow on it. And that's not really good for big open areas. We need a box pusher to contain that snow. You're just constantly chasing windrows. And so getting this new piece of equipment will greatly reduce the amount of time I'm spending out there plowing snow.
So with that, we
The
can
new one has a box and a broom, doesn't it? Or
Yes, most airports, they are pursuing a broom, especially if they don't get a large amount of snow. Like an inch, 2 inches is perfect for a broom. With a blade, you're really damaging your like asphalt crack sealant. In the case of our runway, we have it grooved, and the steel blade was actually chipping out some of the grooves, and then the runway line marker survey nails were actually getting pulled up too. So a broom wouldn't be as, I guess, impactful on the pavement. But eventually, the machine we're getting, you can have 2 implements on it. I would prefer to get a snow blower for the back end of it. But
use it for future down the road. But right now, we have enough to need to comply with the FAA standards and have a snowplow that runway. With that, the other part of the FAA mandatory grant that we're getting, we have to put the SRE into a heated building. We're not talking about 70 or 60 degrees. We're talking about
35, 40. Right now,
anything above freezing.
if the truck's iced up or packed full of snow, I have to pull it into our terminal hangar. You know, the floor is nice and clean, and then it's dripping all over. You got 5 different colors of fluid that are coming out of the thing: transmission, coolant, motor oil. So it'd be nice just to put the equipment in our equipment building and have it thaw out there. That way we keep kind of the impact in that building.
So to do that, we were planning for probably for at least I'd say a half a year since June, to improve the airport improvement out there, that those two hangars. With that, we, the board, unanimously agreed to bid it out, which we got 3 bids. We, for installation of the equipment, hangar, if you want to call it hangar, or supply building. And then also put gas forced air hangars in there, that we got a bid for that from Sycamore, local people here in Angola. The installation would be done by
Mopper out of Allen County. Sycamore's local to Fremont. We're gonna get one hanging heater. The propane company, they will supply the tank and then the regulator. And then Sycamore just has to run the line right to the tank, and it's probably 25 feet, so not very far.
So what we're looking at for the mopper installation is $23,610. And for the heaters, we want 2 heaters, one for the existing hangar that we have, and it is heated, but our heaters are breaking down left and right. The 2 heaters would be $18,895. We have the money for 2 more days, or actually 3 more days. So what we'd like to do is get that encumbered, get it to the auditor's office before our deadline, which is, I think, close of business on Friday.
Yes.
We'll try to have it there maybe tomorrow or the next day. And we proceed that way. And the other thing that we were told was Indiana state, and signed by the governor, it passed an airport improvement. Any funds that come from airports should be reallocated back to the airport for investment in the airport. And for Mr. Stuckey, that code is IC 8-22-2-18. Jonathan Kress, our airport attorney, looked at that. He goes, bring this up to the commissioners and let them know this is pretty favorable, that we can maybe use that money for airport improvement, and the county would save $40,000 in giving us, at the beginning of the year. That's all I got, gentlemen and ladies.
I was gonna say, we typically, a lot of times, when we get that fuel money back in, it just gets reappropriated for their use.
It goes back into their fund, yeah, so right back into their fund.
So we're trying to make it a Class A airport out there.
The improvements they're doing are just generally upkeep and they actually advance it. So it seems to be moving in the right direction. A lot more traffic out there now with the new runway and fuel.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I don't have a benchmark from 10 years ago, but I feel like we're kind of picking up in traffic. I got more routine pilots that come in just to stop in and get a good cheap price of fuel, and they like our facilities. A lot of people say how great the terminal building looks, and compared to other airports in Indiana, we have a top-notch facility.
Franny's up and
There's some growing pains. I'm actually getting work done.
that's the fuel truck.
Pretty condition, field truck.
Yes.
So I've used it a few times, but it's a 1988, so there's leaks and different components aren't working. The system is kind of operated by air actuators, and in a cold environment, that's not good with airlines getting frozen up. So it's a work in progress.
Will that go into the heated?
Unfortunately, no. Jet fuels. There's a jet fuel storage standards, ATA 103, cannot store, I guess, a jet fuel truck inside a hangar unless you're sitting with it. When I worked at Fort Wayne, we would actually have someone, it's called fire watch. We'd pull all of our trucks into a hangar and somebody would sit with it all night until first ship came in at 5 a.m.
Just to know that they know.
Yeah, just so at Fort Wayne, the airport provides the fuel for the airlines. So if those trucks don't work, in the mornings, none of the airlines go. So it was a top priority to make sure the trucks were ready to serve.
Okay, great. Thank you. Make a motion on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's their budget. Okay. They're authorized to do it. Okay. They're their own board.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's go.
We're done?
Yes, we're done.
Well, you're welcome to stick around. Or about it.
Oh, yes. I'm in training to beat you in tennis. Ready?
Yep, go.
No, I can't. Right here.
Then how do you want? Okay.
Take care of your knees.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. You have a knee replacement?
No, I fell taking a boat lift out of Lake James in December.
You just gonna table Colleen's or you just?
Yeah. So we need to reschedule.
Abby did call to say.
It was a hefty request. Multiple weeks and shows.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else. We've already gone over my stuff.
Yeah. Guess you wanted to cover the resignation.
We'll do that after we leave the break. Okay. We are in recess. Thank you, everyone.